It's time to put the new plates on. But somebody made a mess on my car first. Okay. Anyway, this is my video where I'm going to be installing my new plates. So, as you know, my plates on my car were kind of like damaged and old and crap. They were basically pooed and they needed replacing. So this video is going to be me replacing them. Now, this actually took like 2 or 3 days to get it all sorted. I had to get the plates, and then I had to actually try to take the rear plate off. But as you can clearly see, it wasn't having it. No matter what, the screws were completely corroded, like literally. The left one more so, it literally crumbled as I turned the screwdriver, which wasn't great. And then on the other one, it just would not budge, even though it was intact. And I've come to the assumption that they actually welded them in, but I'll get into that in a little bit. Anyway, so the front plate came off really easily. You can see the screws are completely rusted, but it actually worked. I could take the plate off. I actually did attempt to take the bracket off, but it would leave like just a little dent in where the bracket's supposed to go, or indent, should I say. So I'm not really going to do that. I thought it would look pretty cool without it, but hey, it's not going to happen with this bumper. It's a stock bumper anyway. So anyway, putting on, test fitting, should I say, the actual plate, and it fit pretty well. It fit the same. As you can imagine, all plates are basically a standard size. So I wiped it down with this kind of alcohol-based cloth thing that they provide, and then I applied the actual plate using adhesive pads. Now, I went with adhesive pads. I asked on Twitter, should I use the screws or adhesive pads? But it means drilling into the plate, and I thought adhesive pads is basically going to be the same thing, and I think the end result looks freaking awesome. It kind of looks cool without the screws on there, personally. And honestly, it's just as secure as it would be with screws. Like, someone could just, if they wanted to take them off, they could. Either way, it doesn't matter what it is. Now, moving on to the back of it anyway. This is where you can see it's just not having it. I tried many methods. I tried some WD-40. I tried lots of different things, and it just would not have it. I was not getting those screws out. So in the end, as you can probably tell in a few of these shots, I just snapped off the plates. I had to just take them off just snapping them off, because there was no other way to do it. So I thought, you know what, we're just going to clean it down, get all that crap off there, because there is clearly rust. There's clearly rust there. But a new boot for the Lexus is like 60 quid, so if eventually it does get too bad and I don't like it, I can just replace it for like 60 quid. It'll probably be a wrong colour, but that would be cool, right? No, it won't be cool for you. All right. So anyway, there you go. Snapped plate that I just literally snapped off. So I kind of covered this up with like a little metal kind of tape, if that makes sense. The reason I did that is because I wanted to make sure that there wouldn't get, much crap in there, because I'm assuming that the screws have been welded in, but I'm not too sure. So just to be sure, I covered it up like that, just to like block it, if that makes sense. Anyway, time to put on the plates. Literally just put it on using the pads. The pads, kind of the distance was pretty much the same as the screws, so honestly you can't tell there's any screws hiding behind there, so I'm fine with that. Now, looking at it again after, actually, because it was dark at the time, it was a lot darker than it actually seems in this video. This video is really well lit, but the front plate looks freaking awesome. The back plate looks freaking awesome. The only thing I'm going to change is I'm actually going to pull a bit of the metal strip off the top of the back plate. As you can see, it pops out the top there. And it will mean you can see the rust a little bit on the right, but honestly, you won't really notice it unless you're looking at it pretty close. So I'm going to, as I said, remove a little bit of that, and it'll look pretty fine. But there you go. That, my friends, is me installing new plates. Pretty simple job. Would have been much easier if the last owner wasn't a twat, but it's just these things happen. Now, the next job I think is either going to be tinting the windows again, finishing the job, or plasti dipping. And I'm thinking of doing a few things. Wing mirrors, maybe the wing. I think that would be pretty cool. But anyway, let me know if you enjoyed this video by leaving a like, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.